the options you are seeing is different here. When you are creating the workspace using upgraded way, the options you are seeing is different here. Now let me create it using classic way first. So I can give the workspace name. Basically, workspace name will be the project name. In many cases, when you are working in the projects, workspace, whatever, so when we start any project, we'll have a name, project name. That project name will take it as workspace name, guys. That project name will take it as workspace name. Yes. Let me give some name. For my understanding, I'll give the name something like batch 9 a.m. January 2021 classic workspace. Classic workspace. I'm creating a workspace using classic web. When I give the name, it will check that this name is available or not. If someone used this name already in your company, it will tell that that name is already used. Change the name. It will not allow you. If someone in your company already used this name, so take an example, I'm writing test here. So it is telling that not available. Please edit. Please edit. That means this workspace name is already taken by someone in my company. That is the reason it is not showing. Now this workspace name is available. And there are some two privacy settings where we will go with the default settings what we have here. Let me understand. Let me check what these options are. Let us understand what these options are. So privacy. In the privacy, first privacy is private. Only approved members can see what's inside. When you create a workspace, we'll create data sets, we'll create reports, we'll create dashboards in it, right? So who want to see that content? Only approved members want to see, or everyone in my company want to see what is there inside? There is second option, public. So correct option is private. Second one is public. Anyone can see what's inside. In my company, everyone can see what is there inside in that workspace. That is one setting. Everyone can see what is there in the workspace. That is one setting. The second setting is only the approved members can see what is there inside. The second setting is only the approved members can see what is there inside. Yes, you need to always go with private only. Only the people who add to this workspace, only that members want to see what is there inside. And members can edit the Power BI content. Who are the people you are going to add here? Whether they want to edit the Power BI content. Yes, they want to edit it. So you want to go with default. Another option is members can only view the Power BI content. What are the people you are going to add to this workspace? They want to only edit the content, or they want to only view it. Basically, we want to give the edit permissions only. The developers, they need to have the edit permissions. Just click on save, guys. In this project, in this workspace, the default, who is creating this workspace? User 29. User 29 will be there by default. Along with user 29, who are the people want to work on this workspace? Along with user 29, if user 30 want to work, you can add it. Along with 29, if user 31 want to work, you need to add it. So you can add it now if you want, or you can even add it later on also. Once after creating the workspace, you can even add later on also. Click on save. When I click on save, it will create one workspace with the name you given. On the top, it is giving suggestion, upgrade this workspace to get new features and improved security. The reason is I created this workspace using classic workspace. If you can upgrade this workspaces to upgraded workspace, you will get new features and improved security. Okay, no problem. So I created a workspace. For now, once we create the workspace, who are the people will be there in that workspace? The one who created the workspace, that person will be there here. When I click on edit this workspace, I can see the one who created the workspace, he will be the admin to that workspace by default. The one who created the workspace, by default, he will be admin to that workspace. Created the workspace, he will be admin to that workspace. admin to that workspace. The person who created the workspace, he will be admin to that workspace. Fine. Fine. Now the question is how to create. So we've seen how to create the workspace using classic way. Now we'll go and discuss how to create the workspace using upgraded way. We'll discuss more about it. We'll discuss more about it. Parallelly, let me explain how to create a upgraded workspace. Whenever you need to create the workspace, in the navigation pane, you'll find workspaces. You need to go there and you need to click on create a workspace. Create a workspace. Just click on create a workspace and you can go and start creating a workspace here. I can give the workspace name. I can go and give the workspace name. The workspace name is batch 9 AM Jan 2021 upgraded workspace. This time I'm creating this workspace using what? Upgraded workspace. So if you look at this here, we are creating the workspace using upgraded workspaces. So I'll give the name as batch 9 AM Jan 2021 upgraded workspace. Upgraded workspace. So here, before that, you can give one logo to your project. If you have any logo to your project, you can add it. I can upload an image. You can upload an image here. Desktop. Any logo if you have. You can add it. I have one logo here. I'm adding it. For my project, if you have any logo, I can add it here. Upload. And you can give the project name, workspace name, and this name is available or not, it will tell. So and then if you want, you can describe that project. What is this project is all about. You can describe it. If you write something here, I'm writing the same one, so you can describe it. That's it. Click on save. When I click on save, it will create a workspace. And whatever the description you've given there, it will even write in the bottom. So we created this workspace using upgraded way. So creating the workspace is straightforward, guys. By default, I said the one who created the workspace, he will be the admin to that workspace. Go here, look at this. When I click on workspace access, you will see user 29. So user 29 is the one who created this workspace. By default, he will be the admin to that workspace. Can we delete user 29 from this workspace? When you try to delete user 29, it will not allow. When I go here, when I try to remove, it will not allow. You cannot remove all the admins from the workspace. A workspace must have at least one admin. When you have one workspace, you cannot remove all the admins from the workspace. Only one admin I have. You cannot remove all the admins from this workspace. A workspace must have at least one admin, minimum one admin. A workspace must have minimum at least one admin, guys. One admin. Close. Fine. The next one is, once we create the workspace, we need to understand how to add members to the workspace and how to assign the roles. Before we discuss that, once you create the workspace, I'll discuss what are the different activities we are going to perform in the workspaces. Once we create the workspace, we'll discuss what are the different activities we are going to perform in the workspace. Let me explain it. Once we create the workspace, what are the different activities we will perform in any workspace? Power BI material, Power BI service, somewhere what are the different activities we are going to perform in Power BI service once after creating the workspace, we'll discuss now. So when we create any workspace, In that workspace, these are the different activities we will perform. These are the different activities we will perform. Whether it is a classic workspace, whether it is an upgraded workspace, once we create it, what are the activities we will perform in that workspace? Sometimes we want to update the workspace. Once after creating the workspace, we might need to update it. We might need to update it, right? We need to update the workspace. We need to update the workspace. Updating the workspace is nothing but changing the name. Updating the workspace is nothing but changing the name. Changing the name, you given some workspace name. If you want to change the name, that means you want to update the workspace. Or changing the roles of the members. So already in this workspace, I added user 30. I added user 30 with, previously when I'm adding user 30, I added him as a member. And I want to change the role now from member to admin. I want to change the user role from member to admin. So whenever you need to change the roles of the members, and removing the members from the workspace. Next one is removing the members from the workspace. Sometimes some people will left from the company, or some people will left from that project to another project. So that time you need to remove the members from the workspace, or deleting the workspace. So these are the different activities we'll do. Sometimes we need to delete the workspace also. How to delete it, we'll even see. And another work we will do in the workspace is adding the team members to the workspace. Once we create the workspace, these activities very rarely we will do. Whatever I listed here in the first point, changing the name of the workspace, changing the roles of the members, removing the members from the workspace, deleting the workspace, might be we will do rarely. But once you create the workspace, the immediate work we are going to do is adding the team members to the workspace. For each project, we will create one workspace. Who are the people who want to work for that project? Those team members I need to add to that workspace. While adding that, I need to assign the roles. I need to assign the roles to them. So this is the work we will do. The next one is, once we add the team members, we'll start the project. So to the project workspace, what we will add first? To the project workspace, we will add, to the project workspace, what we will add? We'll add data set first. Adding the content data set to the workspace. The next work we will do is we'll add the data set. Once we add the data set to the workspace, what we will do next? We'll create new content, reports and dashboards. On top of data set, we'll create reports. On top of reports, we'll create dashboards. So not only creating new reports and dashboards, in the workspace, sometimes we will update existing content also. We'll update existing data set, we'll update existing reports, we'll update existing dashboards also. Sometimes not only updating, we will even delete the content, deleting the data set, unnecessary data set, deleting the reports, deleting the dashboards. These are the different works we'll do in the workspace. And once you create reports, dashboards, to show up-to-date data in the reports and dashboards, we will schedule refresh the data. We'll schedule refresh the data, schedule data refresh using on-premise gateway. Yes, we'll do the schedule refresh. So schedule refresh means getting updated data to the data set. So for that you will use what software? Gateway. Once you bring the updated data, the reports will show updated data, the dashboards will show updated data. And the next one, once you show updated data in the reports and dashboards using schedule refresh, you need to share that reports and dashboards with the end users or clients. And last point is viewing the content in the workspace. So sometimes we will log into the workspace, we will see what is there in the workspace. We'll just view it. Once you create any workspace, these are the different activities we're going to perform in any workspace. Okay, we understand how to create the workspace, and we understand what different activities we are going to perform in the workspace. What different activities we are going to perform in the workspace. Now, let me explain you how to add the members to the workspace and how to assign the roles. You created a classic workspace here. You created a classic workspace here. Batch 9 a.m. Jan 2021 classic workspace. So in this project, user 29 is there. He's the admin. He was the one who created. He will be the admin. So user 30 also want to work on the same project. When user 30 also want to work on the same project, how can you add him? Let me show you. To add any user to the workspace, you need to go to that workspace. You need to go to that workspace and you need to add it, guys. First, you need to go to that workspace. Go here, workspaces. Go to that workspace. You will see 3 dots. In the 3 dots, you will see edit this workspace. Edit this workspace. Edit this workspace. When you click on edit, you can see here. Edit this workspace. Edit this workspace. So when you click on edit this workspace, you will get a window where you can add workspace members. To whom you want to add to this project? User 30. User 30. You can click on add. When I click on add user 30, look at this here. We added user 30 here. So what by default, when you add any new person, you will get a role called member. So in the classic workspaces, we can provide 2 different roles, admin role and member role. Keep in mind, in interview they'll ask you, in the classic workspaces, how many different roles we have? We have only 2 roles, admin role and member role. In the classic workspaces, how many roles we have? Only 2 roles. Classic workspaces, how many roles we have? How many roles we have? Only 2 roles. What are the 2 different roles we have? One is admin and second one is member. One is admin role, second one is member role. When you add, how to decide when to give admin role, when to give member role? So in the classic workspace, when you are adding any person, how you will decide whether you need to give admin role or member role? First, you need to decide what work he need to do in that workspace. In that project, what work he need to do. Based on that, you need to give the role, guys. So basically, when you give the admin role, he'll do all the 7 different activities. Whatever I listed here, he can do everything. Admin can do everything what I listed here. 1 to 7 activities. When I give the admin role, admin can do 1 to 7 activities. 7 activities. When I give the member role, what member can do? So admin can do starting from 1 to 7 activities. What a member can do? Member can do only 3 to 7 activities. 3 to 7 activities. When you add someone as a member, he can do only 3 to 7 activities. So when you add someone as a member, so there is one project we started. For that project, there is one workspace. When you are the admin to that workspace, you can do everything what I listed here. You can update the workspace, you can delete the workspace, you can add the team members to the workspace, you can assign the roles. Why? Because he is admin. He can have all the sort of rights. When you add someone to the project as a member, he cannot update the workspace, he cannot delete the workspace, he cannot add the team members to the workspace. First activity and second activity he cannot do. He can do only 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Only he can add a data set to the workspace. He can create reports and dashboards. He can update them. He can delete them. He can schedule, refresh the data set. He can share the reports and dashboards. He can view the content in the workspace. But he cannot do the first and second activity. So, but if someone want to do all the 7 activities, then you need to add him as admin. If someone want to do 3 to 7 activities, you want to add him as a member. In one workspace, we can have multiple admins also. Already user 29 is admin. You can even go and add user 30 also as admin. No one will stop you. A workspace can have multiple admins also. A workspace can have multiple admins also, but recommended, like recommended is to have one admin. It is not mandatory again. It is not a thumb rule again. You can even have multiple admins also. Multiple admins also. Fine. Now user 30, I want user 30 to do only 3 to 7 activities. Starting from third activity to 7 activity, he need to do. When someone want to do 3 to 7 activities in the classic workspace, you need to give which role? Member role. You need to give which role? Member role. Just go and give the role as member here. Go and give the role as member. Right? User 29 want to do all 7 activities, 1 to 7. And user 30 want to do 3 to 7 activities. 3 to 7 activities. Just click on save. Click on save. When I click on save, you added that person. Now when I log in with user 29, user 30 here, I'll go and log in with user 30 here. When I log in with 30, can I see that workspace? I'll go and open user 30 now. I'll log in with user 30 and the password is, I'll give the password here. Can we see that workspace? User 30 can see that workspace? Yes or no? Whatever the workspace we have here, will he see or not? So I will even log in with user 31 also. Let me open Firefox. I'm opening another browser, app.powerbi.com. I'll log in with user 31 also. app.powerbi.com. I'll log in with user 31. User 31. Click on next. And I'll give the password here. Now tell me, can what is happening? So user 30, can he see that workspace? Whatever the workspace we have here, this project workspace, can user 30 see? Unmute yourself, guys. Can he see?
30 yes. Can see, 31 can't.
30 will see. 30 will see that workspace. Why? Because we added 31 to this workspace. Right, let me go and check it here. 31. I'm in 31 now. Can I see that workspace? Go to the workspace. Go to the workspace and go and clear the workspace name. I'm not able to see it here.
No.
Why? We haven't added him. So if user 31 also want to work on this project, what you need to do? If user 31 also want to work on this project, what we need to do? Go to the workspace and we need to add it. Go to the workspace. 9 AM classic workspace. You need to go and click on edit this workspace. For now only user 29 and 30 are there. If user 31 also want to see it, you need to add user 31. By default, when you add user 31, you will get member role. If you want, you can provide admin role. But for one workspace, you will have one member. Other people will be as members. Right. So now tell me, guys, I'm in user 30 now. Can I go and add user 31 to this workspace? I'm in user 30. Can I add user 31 to this workspace? I'm in user 30. Can I add user 31 to this workspace?
No.
When I'm in user 29, I'm able to add it. It is not? Is
no,
it possible?
It cannot. No, 30 cannot.
30 cannot add 31. Why?
30 is not an admin.
Right, 30 is not an admin. He's not an admin. 30 is a member. When he's a member, he cannot add the team members to the workspace. He cannot assign the roles. Right. So here, when I go and check it here to this workspace, I don't find any option called edit workspace option. Edit workspace. If you find edit workspace option, then only you can add, guys. Then only you can add. When you don't find edit workspace option, it is not possible to add. Fine. This is all about classic workspace. We understand how to create classic workspace. We understand what kind of roles we have in the classic workspace, and we understand how to add the members to the classic workspace and how to assign the roles. Based on the role you are giving, the work they are going to do is will change. The work they are going to do is change. The same way to the upgraded workspaces. We need to add the members. Let me go to upgraded workspaces, 9 a.m. upgraded workspaces. When you have any upgraded workspace, how to add the members to the upgraded workspace? Go to upgraded workspaces and you will find workspace access. Workspace access. You want to go to three dots. You want to go and click on workspace access. For now, who are the people who have the access? The person who created the workspace, they will have the access. Can we delete the admin? No. When I try to delete it, it will not allow. Why? Because one workspace need one admin minimum. Can we go and change the role? No, it will not even allow you to change the role. Why? Because one workspace minimum need one admin. Minimum need one admin. You can have multiple admins also, but minimum we need one admin. Now, I want to add, now tell me guys, can I see this workspace in user 30? I'm in user 30 now. Can I see that workspace now here in user 30? Can I see that workspace? No. Why? We are not yet added user 30 to that workspace. How to add? Go to the workspace and go and click on workspace access. I want to add whom? User 30. When I add user 30 here, so what role I want to give? How many roles you have in the upgraded workspace? In the upgraded workspace, you have 4 roles: admin role, member role, contributor role, viewer role. Upgraded workspaces will contain 4 different roles. Let me talk about them. Upgraded workspace will contain how many roles? Will contains 4 different roles. 4 roles. What we will do with each role, I'll discuss. What are the different 4 roles we have? Admin, member, contributor, and viewer. The highest role is admin. The next level is member. The next level is contributor and viewer. Viewer. These are the different roles we have. And in upgraded workspace, when I give him as admin, what he can do? As usual, he can do 1 to 7 activities. To the upgraded workspace, when we add someone as admin, he'll do 1 to 7 activities. To the upgraded workspace, when we add someone as a member, what he will do? When we add someone as a member, what he will do? When we add someone as a member, what he will do? He will do 3 to 7 activities. Along with 3 to 7 activities, what else he can do is, he can even do the second activity partially. So in the classic workspace, member can do only 3 to 7 activities. 3 to 7 activities. 3 to 7 activities. But in the upgraded workspace, member can do additional work. Member can do second activity partially. Activity partially. I'll explain what is that. And you can do 3 to 7 activities completely. 3 to 7 activities completely. And what a contributor can do? Contributor can do, look at this. What a contributor can do? Contributor cannot do the first activity. Contributor cannot do the second activity. Contributor can add a data set, yes. Contributor can create a reports, yes. Contributor can create the dashboards, yes. Contributor can refresh the data set, yes. But contributor cannot share the reports and dashboards. Sixth activity, no. And contributor can view the content. Contributor will not do the first activity. He is not able to do the second activity. He will do the third activity. Contributor, so same work guys, even in the new workspace, the activities we are going to perform is same. Even in the upgraded workspace, the activities we are going to perform is same. But contributor cannot do the first and second. He will do the third activity and fourth activity, fifth activity, sixth activity. No, Sixth no, guys. Let me write with comma. You can do third activity, fourth activity, fifth activity. But sixth no. Seventh, yes. And seventh activity. Viewing the content in the workspace. You can do the seventh activity. These are the different activities a contributor can do. Contributor can do. And what a viewer can do. What a viewer can do. Viewer can just view the content. Only seventh activity you can do. When you add someone as a viewer, you can do the seventh activity. So based on what work they want to do, you want to give the role. You want to give the role. Previously, you have only 2 roles. We've seen what each role can happen. So now 4 roles, we even clear what each one will do. Admin will do all works. Member will do 3 to 7 works, but he can even do the second work partially. Contributor, member cannot do the first work. First work, no. Contributor cannot do the first, second, and sixth. Remaining he can do. Viewer can do only seventh. Only seventh. Let's see. When I go to this workspace, let me add user 30 as member this time. When I add user 30 as member, go here, go to the workspace access. I can go and give user 30 to, I will go and add user 30 to this workspace. When I add, I can give any role. I can give admin role. I can give him member role. I can give him contributor role. I can give him viewer role. All the 4 roles. I'm the admin. User 29 is the admin. Admin is adding another person. When admin is adding, he can give any role. Any role. Now, I'll add him as a member. Click on add. When we add him as a member, user 30 added to this workspace. Now tell me, user 30 can see this workspace? User 30 can see this workspace now? Yes. User 30 can see that workspace. Go to the workspaces, search for it. Search for it. Search for it. So when I go to user 30, I'm able to see it. I'm able to see it. Now tell me guys, user 30 can add user 31? User 30 can add user 31 now? Look at these points and tell me.
Partially. Yeah, partially
Yes.
can.
Yeah, he can do that.
Yes.
Even that user 30 can add user 31. When I go here, still I am able to see workspace access. Workspace access. That means even 30 can add user 31. Let me go and click on workspace access. When I go and add, I can go and add user 31. It is allowing me. And what is the difference you are observing here? What is the difference you are observing here?
Only admin is missing. Otherwise, he can
Admin
able
role.
to give.
He cannot give admin role. Admin is missing here. When member is adding another member, he cannot give the admin role. First of all, he don't have the admin access. How can he give the admin access, right? No. So that is the reason he can give member role, contributor role, or viewer role. That is the reason I mention it. Second activity, adding the members, he can do, but it's partially. But it is what? Partially. So let me add it as contributor. I'm adding user 31 as what? Contributor. Click on close. Add. Now user 31 is contributor for this workspace. If you want, you can change the roles. So this admin can change the roles, guys. Admin will have a privilege to change the roles. When I go here, I'm the admin to this workspace. Admin will have the option to change the roles. How can we change the roles? Is you can go to workspace access. You can see here. You can change the roles. Who will have the only admin? Other people will not have. Now, what I'll do is, we added user 31 as contributor. Can user 31 see that workspace now? Yes. User 31 can see that workspace. Why? Refresh it once. Refresh it once. Can he see that workspace means? Yes, he can. He can see that workspace. Can user 31 add user 32? Can user 31 add user 32? 31 add user 32? Tell me guys. Can user 31 add 32? Is it possible?
No.
No.
No, it is not possible. So when I go here, I don't find an option called workspace access. Why? He's just a contributor. Contributor do, cannot add other people. Now, let me add one report quickly to this workspace. To this workspace, I'll add one report quickly, some sample report, get data. So the another way to add a report is go to the workspace, click on get data, files. This way you can add quickly local files, D drive, Power BI material. Sorry guys, let me go to D drive. D drive. I have sample report one. I'm adding it. I'm user 29 guys. I'm the admin. Can I share this report with my client? Admins is able to share the report. Yes, admins can share the report. So user 30. So here, not classic workspace. Go to upgraded workspaces. So user 31 is a member to that workspace. User 30 is a member to this workspace. Can member share the report? Yes, he is able to see it. Now tell me guys, user 31 is the contributor to that workspace. Can user 31 share this report with the clients? User 31 is contributor. Can contributor share the reports?
No.
I said that contributor cannot share the content with the end users. When I go here, when I go here, I'm not seeing the share button. I'm not seeing the share button. So when we add someone as a viewer, he cannot even do any of this work. 6 works he cannot even do. Right? We clearly understand what each role is and what activities they'll do. Anybody have any questions about what we discussed so far? About team collaboration?
Do you have more than one admin, or is there any limit for admin?
I already said it. You can add a number of admins. Any other questions?
Sunil,
Yeah.
Sunil, since we have option for the member, why we needed contributor in upgraded version?
What is the question?
Since we have the member option, right, in a classic, right, and upgraded as well. So why we came up with a thought to create another called member, contributor. So why contributor is needed as an access?
What question you are asking, man? So if
Question in the sense, yeah.
let's understand. So you are not seeing any differences between contributor and member? Member can
Yeah,
share the content. Contributor cannot share the content. We want to restrict some people to share the content with the clients. They want to just do development. Those people we can give the contributor role, right? You're not seeing any difference here? I want to restrict some people who are developing the reports and dashboards. I want to restrict them to share the reports. What role you will give them? What's your question here?
Yeah, my question was there, if member we have, then why we have a contributor option, right? So if in member itself, and we can in fact enable and disable some options, I think. So
See here, member, what he will do is different. Contributor, what he will do is different. 2 different roles, 2 different activities they will perform. Both are not doing the same work here. Contributor cannot share the reports even. Even contributor cannot add the other persons. Member can do that. There are 2 different roles. In some companies, developers just want to develop the reports. I don't want to give the permissions to them to share them with the clients. So only admins and members can have the permissions to share the reports with the clients. So when you want to restrict some developers to not to share the reports with the clients, then you want to give the contributor role.
okay.
Any other questions? Fine. Let me publish these notes. (9 a.m.) December 2020 Power BI files. Click on notes, Power BI service notes, and I'll add a new page here. Save. Fine, I'll stop here. And again, I'm telling guys, tomorrow I might start the class few minutes late. 5-10 minutes late, I'll start the class. So just stay on the meeting link. I'll start it few minutes late. Thank you. See you tomorrow.